Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Music Lab podcast. My name is Dogg, and I'm so excited to be back with all of you for another episode of the podcast. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, our social media pages. That helps us and helps the bands and artists that we feature. Also, check out our sponsor, RAR Outfitters. That's RAWR. Outfitters.com. Don't just wear, RAR. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am always excited when we get to do one of these episodes. We've been doing them for a couple years now. It is called The Bottom Line on the Bottom Lines. So, when you get a festival announcement, a music festival announcement, of course, they have the lineup poster and all those bands down below in that small font, small print. Those are the bands that we like to feature because everybody knows about the headliners. But at this festival that we're featuring, that started yesterday, today is Thursday, July 23rd, it is called FloydFest. And my, oh my, what a lineup they have curated this year, ladies and gentlemen. It is a 5-day music festival in Northern Virginia in its 23rd year, as it launched in 2002. This festival is in the town of Czech in Floyd County, and it's curated independently by a company called Across the Way Productions. They offer outdoor activities, annual themes, green initiatives, a silent disco, and are adaptable to the weather changes in having sets turn acoustic from electric. Now, the weather this weekend looks promising with temps in the 60s, low 70s, and only a possibility of rain on Saturday. Past performers have included the Avett Brothers, Railroad Earth, Old Crow Medicine Show, and Brandy Carlisle. Now, we did receive some sad news about Tedeschi Trucks Band bowing out of the Friday headline slot due to Susan's surgery. And their replacement, thankfully, is Green Sky Bluegrass. Now, I hope to make it to this festival next year or in the following years, but in the meantime, I give you 5 artists and bands that have been on my rotation since I discovered them, and that you might like to see if you're going, or to add to your own playlists. Make sure to check out our 15-song playlist of all the artists in the description of this episode. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, our 5 bands in our bottom line on the bottom lines, FloydFest. And the first band that we are featuring is the only band playing on Sunday. They are the Moga Family Band. They're playing at noon on Sunday at the Oasis stage, so if you're going. The songs I'm featuring are What You Do When You Can't, I'm Not Your Friend, and Pretty Bird. They released live at Percy Priest in November of 2025, and their self-titled debut album in August of last year. And they've released singles since 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2026 American Songwriter winner of their Road Ready contest with a $20,000 prize and a concert at Basement East in Nashville, which we got to visit last year. Their family vacation tour has them on the road for much of this year, including a stop at the Steel Stacks in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and the Six Piece are sure to impress seeing them live. Blues, pop, and jams, and some musical chops, and you have Moga. Your next band, ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorite band names ever. They are called Jacuzzi, spelled Jacoozy. Jacuzzi. They are playing Saturday at 4 o'clock on the Grove stage. And my songs that I feature are Cold Hearted, My Old Friend, and Tired. Their albums are live at Bijou Theater, and that was an EP that they released in February of this year. Their album Still Afloat, which was released in September of 2025, that was their debut album, and they've released singles since 2022. Now, Appalachian State is where the band started, and now they call Asheville, North Carolina home. Each member's love of bluegrass, gospel, R&B, and southern rock, stylistically with lots of improv like a jam band. Keyboardist Isaac McMurray's dad is the drummer for a band called Acoustic Syndicate, a family band from North Carolina as well. And I am stealing a great line from the band's website. Rooted in improvisation, shaped by the road, and always pushing forward. Make sure to catch this band this weekend and anytime they come to your town. The next band I'm featuring, ladies and gentlemen, is a band called Fruit. And again, a different spelling, Frute. They play after Jacuzzi on the Grove stage at 6:15, so you can catch both of them back to back. Their songs are Keep Going, Emmeline, and Don't Call It Love. Their debut album, Lots of Letters, which was released in May of this year. They released a live volume 1 in March of 2025, and then they released an album, Meridium, in March of 2023. And they've released singles since 2022. This six-piece band from Atlanta, Georgia, whose songs are created through improvised jam sessions as they write together, and recently played a Goose After Party in Raleigh with the killer My Sharona cover to get the crowd going. This group will get you grooving with their funk and jam rock, and looking forward to seeing them when they come near me. The lead singer, she has a fantastic, sort of like Mazzy Star, a little bit like just mesmerizing voice. Definitely check out Fruit. We've got two bands left, ladies and gentlemen. One is from my home state. This band is called the Stone Throwers. They are playing at 1 o'clock on Thursday at the Oasis stage. Songs that I'm featuring from them are Let's Get Down, Groove Pocket, and Bottoms Up. They've released Sounds Like Music live from the vault in July of 2024, and they've released singles since 2019. Representing the city of Pittsburgh, this six-piece have been playing together for 8 years and bring the party with their electro-pop funk soul. And they are signed with our friends over at Keystone Artists Connect. And they have had a busy summer with festivals, and Simon, their bassist, is a huge Fish fan. Our last band, ladies and gentlemen, my oh my. They are called Free Whenever. They are playing tomorrow, Friday, at 1 o'clock on the Oasis stage. Songs I'm featuring are Soul, Court Order, and Get Out. Their albums Ascension were released in November of 2025. They released a self-titled in June of 2024, and they've released 2 volumes of their Jam Junkies Volume 1 and Volume 2. Instrumental psychedelic, long form, thoughtful, beautiful music from a trio in Brooklyn, New York, whose sound will seamlessly melt into your everyday life. Creating their own scene in the Big Apple has been rewarding, and now the rest of the world should hear this band. They are signed to Rockosaurus Records out of New York City, run by Grammy winning musician and producer Benny Reiner. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, and kudos to the organizers of this festival. I mean, all of these bands are super, super talented. Just love all of them. That doesn't usually happen with festivals, especially this big. Some of them are actually featured on their On the Rise competition. So we'll kind of keep you updated on our socials how they do. But yeah, if you're going to this festival this weekend, I am super jealous. The headliners, you got My Morning Jacket, Steven Wilson Jr., like I said, Green Sky Bluegrass, Lucas Nelson, Larkin Poe, Andy Frasco and the UN, AJ Lee and Blue Summit, who we saw last year, Jason Scott and the High Heat, Les Special, I mean, yeah, this is a very, very good lineup. So enjoy the weather, enjoy the fest. Again, make sure or remember that all of these songs are on our Spotify playlist that are in the description of the episode. And please support these bands any way you can. And yeah, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, our social media pages. That helps us and helps the bands, artists, and festivals that we feature. Also, check out our sponsor, RAR Outfitters. That's RAWR. Outfitters.com. Don't just wear, RAR. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Dogg. You've been great. This is the Music Lab Podcast.